When a waitress came to deliver something to the CEO's private room, on her way out, she accidentally bumped into the table and broke an expensive bottle of red wine. Seeing this, the CEO's fiancé was filled with rage and immediately shouted, "Drag her out and beat her to death." Terrified, the waitress fell to her knees, begging for forgiveness. So, to save her, the CEO told her to leave right away. But just as the waitress was about to walk out, a woman noticed her name tag and loudly called out her name. Hearing her name exposed, the waitress panicked and quickly tried to remove her tag, but the CEO stopped her and pulled off her mask. In that moment, when he saw her face, he was stunned, because she was his first love, the one he could never forget. 7 years ago, the CEO's entire family had been ruined overnight. He was the only one left, burdened with a debt of 30 million yuan at the time when he was completely alone. Even his first love abandoned him. When the CEO asked her why she was doing this, the girl coldly replied that when she was with him, he was rich, but now he had nothing. She said she didn't want to stay with him and carry the burden of 30 million in debt. Hearing this, the CEO couldn't believe it and asked her for the truth, but instead of explaining, she pushed him away and drove off in a luxury car without looking back once. The CEO kept calling her, but she didn't look back even once. But as soon as she went away, blood started flowing from the woman's stomach. Actually, the woman had sold one of her sacred organs to a powerful man, so that in return he would help repay the CEO's debt. And that is why she chose to leave him, so she wouldn't become a burden on him. In this way, 7 years passed, and with the help of that powerful man, the CEO became a major leader in the underworld. Meanwhile, the woman, who had now become the mother of a daughter, was raising her with great difficulty because the child had a heart disease since birth. That's why, to treat her daughter, the woman drove a rickshaw by day and worked as a waitress in a bar at night. But because of this extreme workload, her second sacred organ also got damaged, and now she had only 3 months left to live. That is why the doctor strictly warned her not to drink alcohol. While leaving the hospital, the woman accidentally bumped into a man, and that man's shoes got dirty, so she quickly bent to clean the but as soon as she looked up, that man turned out to be none other than the CEO's friend. Seeing her in such a miserable state, he laughed and mocked her, but the woman silently walked away. But just then, the doctor came running behind her and stopped her, because she had forgotten to take the medicine. When the man saw this, he became curious and started asking the doctor about the medicine. Then, the doctor told him the whole truth. Hearing this, the man immediately got into doubt, because after the woman sold her organ, only then that rich man had come to the CEO. That's why he got suspicious and immediately started an investigation of the woman. On the other side, while working at the bar, the woman's manager sent her to deliver something to an important guest. But the moment she entered the private room, she saw the guest was none other than the CEO himself. Shocked, she grew nervous and accidentally bumped into a table, breaking a bottle of wine. And this was the same scene that had happened in the beginning. 7 years later, seeing his first love in front of him again, the CEO couldn't stop himself and tried to touch her, but the woman immediately moved back. Seeing this, the CEO remembered the woman's betrayal, and to insult her, he said if she wanted to leave, she would first have to drink 99 glasses of wine, and with every glass, she would get 1 gold bar. For the sake of her daughter's treatment, the woman didn't care for her life and started drinking glass after glass of wine. But soon, blood began to spill from her mouth, and she collapsed on the floor. Now, what will happen next? To find out, like this video.